Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are listening, and welcome to my audio reply to Football Crazy episode 94. Football Crazy has K.O. Murray on Twitter as K.O. Murray, Kaylmurray. Kev Egan is on Twitter as KEV underscore EGAN, Kev Egan, and Des Norris is on Twitter as Partido Pooper, PARTIDOPOOPER. Pertinent links are in the transcript in my African American Literary Book Club blog post, linked in the description to this video. 13 seconds in, international break schedule segment. It's the same cast. I'm surprised to hear them this week because they usually don't do a Football Crazy in an international week, but it was fun. Now to it. 50th second. Carnival, excuse me, 50th second. Carnival segment. Maradona's quote is, "I don't watch horror movies." But that's funny to me because from a team balance perspective, Argentina had been a horror show for years. While I concur to Kay that coaches have not found the best balance, I think no coach in the Messi era has simply gone for a defensively focused system. 3-3-3-1, Messi alone up top. 3 attacking midfielders, 3 defensive midfielders, 3 central defenders. I say Messi as the lone forward. The attacking midfield can be Paulo Dybala, Angel Correa, Giovanni Lo Celso. The defensive midfield can be Ever Banega, Lamela at Tottenham Hotspurs, Gaston Jimenez. The center defensive trio is Rojo, Funes Mori, and Otamendi. Yes, I mentioned a Manchester City player. Forget width. Argentina have no width. Play a counter-attack bunker. All these players play in those general areas for their club on a regular basis. Put Messi up top, whose job it is to keep the high line, break off. He can stay central and has to wait for play to get to him. Take Messi out of the midfield where players look for him and wait for him to play to act. I don't think Argentina is a hard fix. Egan said the squad is bang average, but the best strategy is one in which the weaknesses to any team are covered. Di Maria, Higuain, Aguero are in the way when they play. Messi is behind them and the imbalance is insurmountable. Benedetto, Icardi are good spear points, but they require a midfield quality that doesn't exist when Messi is in the midfield. Sequentially, get Messi out of the midfield, place him alone up top, and then give players who are similar styled. Fill up 3 lines, adjusting to defensive scenarios. I oppose K's position. Every team can be better when a coach finds the strategic balance. Brazil or Argentina had too many coaches that were inflexible or not being rigid in using a system that focuses on the player's skill set and the best balance. My Seleção, the Brazilian national team, is not the same absent the front 3 for me: Vinicius Jr., Neymar, Douglas Costa. The problem in Brazil is many players like Coutinho or Arthur, etc., are quality footballers but not dangerous athletes. In the past, Brazil had the balance of skilled players side dangerous athletes. People forget how Ronaldo o Fenomeno was not merely a skilled player. He was an athlete. He could take a hit. He could run. That balance is lacking in some of the players in Brazil now, especially in the Barcelona Pep Guardiola entries. To be blunt, post Neymar Dani Alves, Barcelona has a negative effect on the Brazilian players, or chooses players who the Seleção compelled to play like Coutinho Arthur because the Barca media, or Fernandinho for the Guardiola Manchester City and EPL hype machine. But they are not quality and athletic potency or skill-wise. One way they're missing. An amendment. In the 26th of March, Correa scored for Argentina absent Messi against Morocco. I repeat, all teams have talent, but finding the team balance is not about Galacticos models and never is achieved through Galacticos styles. A coach needs to find the balance. Messi cannot be in the Argentina midfield and cannot be in a wide role. He only has one role, the center forward. Give it to him. 10 minutes and 50 seconds. The CONCACAF segment. Tata Martino is what Argentina do not need. Maradona is wrong, and his point is the problem. Tactically rigid coaches that force a style in the squad is the worst for a flag team. It is not accident France won the World Cup. Deschamps didn't try to impress anyone or play fancy. He said we have a highly skilled, highly athletic team. Let's play counterattack and battle through. Opponents who tried to impress like Spain or Holland or betrayed how they got to the World Cup, meaning Brazil when Chiche betrayed the system in the qualifiers and played a 4-2-4 using Coutinho in for Renato Augusto, when the correct choice, sad for me to say, was Fernandinho. Kevin Egan is wrong. Not every coach says press. Mourinho doesn't say that. The fact that fans are dictating strategy or tactics is the true problem. The strategy is meant to win, not to impress or stick to the media love forms. I comprehend why Kay feel it is unfair, but the problem in the USA is that the hype machine is too loud, like in England. The Anglo media position places so much hype on the USA or England that when they have a little success, it is spoken in a golden way that is absent proof. While the Frances, Brazils, Argentinas, Germanys, Mexicos, who all have a better record than the USA or England, get hammered in Anglo media mercilessly. 18 minutes and 35 seconds. CAF Cup of Nations segment. Suleiman Folarin in Twitter as Suleiman for real, spelled Sulaiman for Real, was in the studio for this segment. I was really happy for Burundi and their game winner Cedric Amisi, who plays for club Al Tawoun. Um, Gabon, a recently better financed country, has a lot to work on in their infrastructure. While I'm happy the CAF Cup of Nations has expanded entries, I am still opposed to the structure. Too many teams in CAF don't have enough matches in a 4-year cycle. 5 sub-confederations exist in CAF. Give each a Commonwealth style World Cup qualification table. Each champion to each region gets to go to the World Cup. Make the Cup of Nations a 1-week smaller tournament between the sub-confederation champions. CAF is a hard model as it is currently now in terms of qualification or the Cup of Nations, but it is not allowing the flag teams to develop enough. I do wish the Women's Cup of Nations in CAF can be manipulated, if only someone with money will do it. I do wonder though, how many players in CAF play in China or in the AFC, the Asian Football Confederation? It's a great point from Suleiman how more players born in Africa are playing in the UEFA. I disagree to the shocks though. Gabon, Togo, Burkina Faso are not big teams. There are little teams that have talismans who play in UEFA, but their domestic leagues are not providing the base to the squad to make the team's quality. This is what happens when you have a country that sells all its players, like Brazil or Netherlands, absent a Brazilian Serie A or Eredivisie in the Netherlands, that can force a high enough quality in the domestic players to support the mercenary talent. Suleiman educated me. China, India, Philippines, and Mexico are the only countries that receive more money than Nigeria from residents in the USA. That's interesting. I thought Irish would be in there somewhere. Money exists in the African community globally. If the culture in the sport is emphasized, it may be a bigger winner fiscally in media. 33 minutes and 52 seconds. Sport Burst segment. I am a recent regular to Sports Burst on Facebook. Check it out, headed by Gabby Amato on Twitter as Gab Amado, Gabamado. I put the Facebook link in the transcript here. 34th minute, 22 seconds. Euro qualifier segment. Thank you, Kev. Why is it keepers don't know how to stand still with these Panenkas? It really is bothering me too. I wonder if Gary Bailey would talk on that sometime. I disagree. Raheem Sterling is very good, but he is not world class. Cause absent Guardiola, he will drop. Like Salah, Mane, Sane, De Bruyne, their quality is based on Guardiola or Klopp. If they were really great, they'd be great before him. Either one of them, excuse me. Messi side CR7 is the top, Neymar side Mbappe is the second. third tier include many in the UEFA club scene. 42 minutes and 15 seconds, the MLS segment. Good point from Dez. New teams are not looking at New England Revolution as a model. I mean, I hope not anyway. But promotion and relegation will not happen, in my opinion, because too many owners are not willing to spend money. It's just that simple. They don't want the competition. If the owners don't want it, it's not going to happen. Who will buy, though, the New England Revolution? The Colorado Rapids, the Chicago Fire, FC Dallas, Columbus Crew to actually invest a lot of money or change their whole structure. Who will buy those teams? Kraft is very wealthy, meaning Robert Kraft, the owner of New England Patriots, more famously, but also the New England Revolution in Major League Soccer. And Kraft will not sell New England Revolution. He is using the New England Revolution as a big money payday one day. As MLS grows slowly, he will wait, absent relegation promotion, and when it gets big enough, he will sell when a big enough buyer comes in. I just want to say that Nani having an emergency team meeting in Orlando, that is classic historically. The power ranking segment is number 5. 39,000 fans show Juventus women um, show to see Juventus women win. But I want to point out that I learned that the tickets were free, not for pay. You can check out my Twitter page for that. Moise Keane, another young gem from non-Italian forebears, shining for Italy. Burundi, first CAFCON entry past the qualifiers. J. Neil Bennett, virgin goal in Tottenham Stadium from a young player. That's very nice. Hope he has a great career. And of course, Sergio Ramos, 16 goals of the season with Panenka. Thank you.